Hello and welcome to this masterclass. This masterclass is about stress and how EFT tapping releases stress and so that you can find balance. EFT tapping is an amazing tool which will help you to overcome stress and find the best way how you can deal with it and navigate your way through, and will end up with, you will end up empowered and in control. You will feel joy and you'll have a different outlook on life. So let me introduce myself. My name is Susanna Taylor. I'm a transformational coach and also I'm an EFT practitioner. So in this masterclass, you're going to learn about EFT tapping, what EFT is, and how can it help you with stress. And I will teach you and you will learn how to actually tap the EFT tapping process. You will have affirmations to tap on. They'll take away your affirmations to tap on for stress. And also I'll explain to you aftercare and how you can use it in your everyday life. So I'm so excited to get started. So let's get started. Let's talk about EFT before. Let's talk about EFT a little bit. So what is EFT? EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. And EFT is everything to do with emotions, with your energy. It's also called energy psychology. So EFT works on in our body. We have, as well as other systems, we have energy system, and this energy system flows through our bodies in pathways called meridians. You probably heard about meridians before, which is the energy system in our body, and we have different meridian points in our body, main meridian points, that with EFT we're tapping onto those points to release whatever is stuck there and restore that natural energy flow. So imagine like when your blood flows through your body and it's stuck somewhere. So it's going to cause some kind of problem and trouble. It's same with our energy flow with meridians. If it's stuck somewhere, then we don't feel right, we don't feel well, we just don't feel quite 100%. And then it shows up in our body, like in the form of negative emotions, as we know, stress, anger, and also physical. It shows up on the physical level. So as we know, when we are stressed, then we have like tight shoulders, or heart is beating fast, our breathing is different, we're angry, our tummy, we feel it in our tummy. So it's showing on our body, on the outside of our body. Our body is telling us that something is going on deeper inside, that our energy meridians are blocked. So the discovery statement for EFT is that the cause of all negative emotions is a disruption in the body's energy system. So if the body energy system is disrupted, then that's the cause of all of our negative emotions, which includes stress, obviously. And when we stress, then stress has a different forms. Our life can't be without stress. There is a quick stressful situation where we can be in quick stress, or it goes deeper. We can be it's linked to overwhelm, anxiety, and all of those things. So as we know, so if our energy meridians are blocked, we don't feel 100%, and that's why we feel these negative emotions. I say emotions are not negative, not all the emotions are negative, or the emotions that are negative that we're feeling are telling us something, that we can do something about it. That's why I find EFT so powerful, because EFT can literally tap into those negative emotions, into the emotions, and clear them, and go even deeper to see what is the root cause of that emotion and of that problem. And when we go there, when we go deeper, then we clear that, and then everything is restored. Our body is free to heal, our mind is clearer, we feel more energized, and all of those things, confident, all of those things. So EFT clears the blocked and negative energy that is the root of what's troubling you. And the energy pathways are clear, and the energy can flow clearly and freely through your body. So that's about EFT. And the tapping helps to clear the pathways. So the next thing is, how can it help you with stress? So it helps you with stress by unblocking that stuck energy and going into the root problem that is causing you the stress. If it's a long-term stress, it works both ways. It works for everything. It works for both ways. So if it's a long-term stress, and also if it's a short, like, burst of stress, when you are in a stressful situation, you can tap into that negative energy and into that stuck energy. So EFT can help you with negative emotions, as I mentioned, which is stress, anxiety. It can also help with to reinforce the positive emotions, not just with negative, but also with positive. So when we are in the positive state, we feel empowered, we feel confident, we feel all those positive, good feeling emotions. We can tap on that, and that we are creating new neurological pathways, going into the mindset here and into neurological pathways for these positive things that happen in our life, which changes our mindset, and our body gets used to those positive emotions, those positive feelings, that positive thinking. And as we know, what our bodies are, our body does what it knows. Yeah. So if we do that, if we tap on the positive as well when we're ready, and I explained that, then it's more likely in the stressful situation that your body and your mind will go into that positive state and into that positive and mindset and also behavior. So that changes how you react, that changes the outlook on your life, rather than stressing and feeling anxious, going into the anxious feelings. You're going into more empowered and positive feelings. How does that sound? So it helps with anxiety, overwhelm, procrastination, pain, obviously pain management, fear, mindset, self-doubt, all of it, phobias, worries, weight loss as well, because it's all connected, and relationship, everything. So you can tap on everything. You can use EFT on everything that actually is going on in your life. That's why it's so amazing, because you are working with your own self, with your own problems, with your own thought, with your own energy, and you're tapping into it, in your own pain, and you're using the affirmations in EFT, you're using your own words, your own thoughts. That's why it's so powerful. So EFT quickly became to me as a superpower tool, everyday tool for me. I've been using EFT for a long time, and I was so passionate about it. I became a practitioner, and I used EFT. It helps my client to help my clients. They use it as their self-help tool. And also my children, my family, and because as we know, children are open, small children are very open-minded. So for them, EFT is just it's a part of them, part of how they soothe themselves, how they deal with those kind of challenging situations, and how they express gratitude as well. So it became really the tool to go to in every situation, and especially stressful situations. So when you I think EFT, as you are here, is the connecting link between where you are now with your problem and stressful situation and how you feel, to where you want to be. And EFT connects that, and it's the magic thing that is in between, that can get you from the problem, to where you want to be and how you want to feel. So EFT balance, restores, and heals. That connecting link where the EFT is in the middle, that's the restoring, replacing, the healing, the balancing. It does all that hard work for us. So let's talk about stress, how stress affects our everyday life. So when we are stressed and anxious or overwhelmed, because they're all type of stress, it reflects in our daily life. Our performance, we can't perform well as we would love to. We can't feel how we would like to feel. Our health it affects our health because it shows on our health. And in our relationship, because in our relationship, whether it's work or partners or family or children, all the relationships, it's because something is going on inside in that energy system. Also, our personal vibration, it shows in our personal vibration. So as we know, everything is energy, and EFT is energy tool. And our energy, personal energy, it's transmitted. Whatever we do, today's personal energy is transmitted onto you. So whatever we do, however we feel, and if we are stressed or something is wrong, something is not right, is going to show up on our personal energy, and then that's transmitted onto others. And obviously, if we're not feeling good, if we don't have a great day, if we are overwhelmed, and you need to perform or you need to interact with people, because we do, then it's obviously transmitted onto others around us. And then the result might not be of our interaction with others, might not be how we would like it to be, or how we wanted it to be. So that's how stress affects our lives, everyday lives. And like I said, because something is going on deeper inside, the energy is blocked somewhere. So, and EFT works. EFT can work quickly in resolving quick everyday situations, or can go deeper into the deeper level, that what's causing that situation, that problem. I'll give you two examples quickly, so that from people that successfully use EFT every day, before we start tapping. So my client, if you have children, you know how stressful it can be in the morning rush and getting them to, or even if you don't have children, sometimes it is. If you have a meeting planned or something, and things happen in life, if you need to rush, if you need to get out of the house or something, you feel stressed about that. If you have children and you just need to get them out of the house, get them their teeth brushed. And my client just texted me and said, "Oh, EFT helped me today. My kids were driving me bananas at toothbrushing." And I was like, "How did he help you?" And she said, "Well, it helped me it gave me focus to direct my rage without shouting." So she was in control. She wasn't shouting as she would normally. and she could control the situation. And obviously that was good for the children, it was good for her, so she could go on about her day to do what she wanted to do in a different energy. And also, in stressful, when the stress is deeper, it can cause anxiety, which is one of the things, anxiety. And tapping on anxiety, on anxious feelings, and what is going on in our body, how we feel about that, about the anxiety, how the body reacts to anxiety, where you feel it in your body, what the thoughts are, what is making you actually anxious, what is going on in your life. That is a longer thing that you need to tap on, like every day, 2 minutes every day. For it depends how deep that is. It could be a month, it could be 2 months. I've had a client that for 5 months, but because the anxiety has been really quite deep, and it's been going on for 2 years for her. So it's long term and short term. That's why I love it. It's so great. So let's go and tap. Let's go tap for stress. I'm going to explain to you and show you the EFT technique. So we need to remember that what happens before, what happens during, and what happens after. So it helps me, and this is my method, is 4 R's. Remember 4 R's, which is for recognize, release, replace, and then results. Recognize, release, replace, result. So recognize, before EFT, you sit down, you prepare yourself, and recognize what is going on. Focus on your breath. What is going on in my body? What is causing me this stress? And be very specific, because stress is very general. But if you don't know if if you're using EFT for the first time, that it will work just when you say stress. But be specific, how you feel, what you're thinking about, what is actually making you stress. Sometimes it's just a little thing that we don't pay attention to. We think it's not important, but it might be lots of little things that causing you this big problem, this big stress. So the first thing that pops into your mind, I say, when you sit down, take a deep breath and think and recognize what is going on, what is causing me this stress, and then you're going to rate that. Then release, we release it with tapping, with the actual tapping sequence. Then replace, during EFT, cognitive shift happens, the energy changes, and shifts happening in your body, and usually, but don't have expectations, positive thoughts come as well, which is a sign of the shift. Yeah, coming out of the stressful negative, which is a sign of the shift. But don't have expectations. It will happen. And then result. What is happening next? So what am I going to do next? Am I going to keep tapping when this feeling comes back? Because it's good to tap on it every time you feel that way and comes back, so you can clear what's going on, or the remains that are still there. If you imagine how long you've been living in that stress. So EFT is very quick tool, works very quickly, but as we know that we like habits, and those habits are ingrained in our mind, thoughts, body, so we usually go back to what we know, and our body goes back to what we know in that stressful situation, for example, or about that stress. So when you keep tapping on that every time you feel that, then it's going to help you clear it, and every time it's going to get easier and easier until it completely disappears. So what am I going to do next? What is the result? How I feel now, and what am I going to do next about it? So let's start tapping. I'll explain to you the EFT sequence and EFT tapping points. If you're new to EFT, I will explain how exactly and where to tap. So we have 9 tapping points, main meridian tapping points. There is more, but these are the main ones that you see people tapping on. And these main ones cover the whole body, the whole meridian, the main meridian points. So it's karate chop is here, and you use two fingers. You can use right hand or left hand. You can switch in between hands. It doesn't matter. You can switch during tapping. You can tap on one side of the body or both sides of the body. So like that, for example, or just one side. It's okay. Yeah. Because people quite get confused about that. So the first meridian point, tapping point, is karate chop. This one. So we're tapping about 7 times, and the tapping is so quite firm, but not so that it hurts you. You have to feel it. But don't worry about counting, because I'm sure you will, when you're saying your affirmations, you will tap enough times, 7, even more times on each point. So first one is karate chop. Then second one is beginning of the eyebrows. Then the side of the eye here on the bone. And under the eye, again, you feel the bone, and the point is right in the middle. Then the next one is under the nose in this little dip. Then on the chin. Then beginning of the collarbone. So you see there's a dip, you see the collarbones, and about an inch down, it's a soft bit. Beginning of the collarbone. Some people tap like this, some people tap like this, or even like that. You'll feel it. Then the next one is underarm, about where the bra strap is, or about an armpit, about the arm there, like if you see there. Or men is there. And then top of the head. Some people tap right in the middle. Some people tap around it. It depends how you feel. And you will find, depending where you are in your everyday, we feel different. Sometimes we feel more sensitive. So you can be gentle. Some people find it very sensitive on the top of the head. So be gentle. Go with how you feel. So these are the main tapping points. We start the tapping with tapping on the karate chop, and we say the setup statement. This setup statement comes from you, from the situation, and it allows you to acknowledge the problem, what is going on. In this case, is stress. And accept that, even though you are in the situation, and accept and love yourself, even though you are in the stressful situation. So I'll start with a simple one and quite generic one, which is stress. But when you prepare for tapping, think about what is making you stressed. What is it that actually is making you stressed right now? Yeah. And use it in the setup statement. So, for example, even though you say the problem, I am stressed about my work, I love and accept myself. Even though I feel stressed about going to work today because of the project that I'm working on, I love and accept myself. Even though I'm overwhelmed and stressed about whatever it is about work, I love and accept myself. Or even though I was shouting at my kids this morning and I was so stressed, I love and accept myself anyway. And you say this statement 3 times. Just keep it simple. I've given you a few options. Just keep it simple. So even though I feel stressed about work today, I love and accept myself. Even though I feel stressed about work today, I love and accept myself. Even though I feel stressed about work today, I love and accept myself. Tap along with me, you will feel the impact of the EFT. And you can use your own words if you like, or just repeat after me. Then we start with the tapping points, meridian points, and now we actually saying what is going on. We're tapping on the aspects of that stress. So think about what is going on. So you say, I'm stressed. On the side of the eye, I'm stressed. I'm so stressed today. Under the nose, I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed about work and the presentation I have to give. I feel anxious. I feel it in my body. And think about where you feel it. I feel it in my throat, for example. Some people feel it in their throat. I have this lump in my throat. My tummy feels like there is a big stone sitting in my tummy. I feel anxious. I feel stressed. I feel stressed. I feel it in my body. Some people feel it in the shoulders. My shoulders are really stiff. I feel anxious. Do this 3 times. After 3 times, take a deep breath in and out. Now, think about how you feel after the first round of tapping. That's the first round of tapping. But before you start, when you do that preparation, also rate how you feel about the stressful situation from the scale, on the scale from 0 to 10. 0, there's no stress, you feel great. 10 is really worse, the worst situation. So where are you right now? So you do that before you start tapping. And after this first round of tapping, check with yourself, where are you on that scale? So where are you now on the scale from 0 to 10? Are you, so if you started at 7 or 8, are you 6? Are you 5? Is it going down or is it going up? It can go up as well, but if it goes up, that means that you really got into the root problem. If not, it's fine because it's reducing and it's working. If it's the same, then go do another round and maybe think about what is going on, what thoughts are you having during tapping, and then tap on those thoughts. So if during tapping you think, oh, my boss is giving me so much stress because he's so controlling, or she's so controlling, my boss is so controlling, or whatever situation is, whatever is going on, say it, because it's yours. No one sees you, no one hears you. You're working with your own feelings, thoughts, and body. That's why it's so powerful. So have a go and keep going until that rating is down below 5. Once you get below 5, then you can start tapping on the positive feelings, positive affirmation, and you might notice once you get below 5, you might notice that shift, that you think you're feeling great. You might feel tingling in your body. You might feel you think something positive, like, oh, I have the power, I'm in control of the situation, I'll do my best, I'm going to have a conversation with this person, or whatever it is that are you dealing with and comes up, it's already shifting. So then you can tap on that. And So once you get below 5, you can apply positive affirmation. So you carry on tapping. So even though I am stressed, I'm really stressed about this situation, about my work, let's say, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm very stressed about this situation, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm so stressed and overwhelmed, I deeply love and accept myself. And then we can start. I choose to release stress. I choose to release this stress. I embrace calmness. I let go of the worries that I have. I trust my ability to find solutions. I prioritize self-care. I'm grateful for all my feelings and experiences. I choose to release stress. And do a few rounds of this tapping, and then take a deep breath in and out. So you finished the EFT tapping sequences. And by now, check how you're feeling, what's happening in your body. And also, when you're tapping on the body parts, like I feel stress in my shoulders, check how are your shoulders feeling? Maybe stand up and move them. Do you feel any tingling in your body? If you feel tingling, that's good. That means the energy is moving through your body, finding its way out. Everything that needs to release and go out, it will find its way out. And is rebalancing itself. Stick to it. Stick to tapping. And if you're new to EFT and you don't know how to tap on stress, just say stress. Just say stress and tap. Or if you don't want to tap on the negative, just start with the positive affirmation. I choose to release stress. I let go of my worries. I'm surrounded by loving people. I can ask for help. I prioritize self-care. I look after myself. Tap on these positive affirmations to start with if you don't know where to start. And also think about what you're going to do next. Keep on tapping every day, and be very specific. Tap on each specific event, each specific thing that comes up. Or just sometimes it just helps just to keep tapping, because when we're stressed, our body knows how to soothe itself. And everyone, I'm sure you know that when you feel stressed, then you probably holding your head like that, or like panicking, like, wow, oh my goodness, you hold here, or scared or worried or something. We do this. We're naturally touching those meridian points to soothe ourselves, to release that, to help the energy flow. So sometimes it just helps when just keep tapping. If you don't know what to do, just keep tapping, breathe, and keep tapping. When you're going to face a stressful situation, you're going to be in a stressful situation, or you feel tense or a bit anxious, just keep tapping. If you don't know where to start, or you have 1 minute, just keep tapping. Usually this helps. The chest point, the collarbone point helps with stress, with a quick fix. If you are before a meeting, or you're going to speak to someone and you feel a bit anxious, just tap here and breathe. Take a minute. It just takes 1 minute. So I hope you enjoyed this masterclass. And aftercare is important as well. Drink lots of water. Drink lots of water after and during tapping, because it helps to flush the system. As we know, it's good for our mind, for our nervous system, for our body, and it's flushing whatever toxins and whatever it needs to flush out. After the tapping session, be mindful, of yourself, of your body, and get used to tapping. Keep tapping on everything that comes up in your mind. The important thing is the setup statement 3 times, even though I'm stressed, I love and accept myself, but be specific 3 times, and then do the tapping points. So I hope this masterclass was helpful, and you have an amazing tool on your hands to use every day. Use every day to help you balance, restore, clear whatever needs to be cleared, and you can happily use it anytime and anytime you need to. EFT is also good, helps with sleep as well. So after a long day, you can just do 1 round of tapping, don't have to say anything, and just tap, and it helps with sleep as well. Thank you very much for joining me, for listening, and keep tapping. Lots of love. Bye.